All right, guys. Thank you guys for your patience. We are going live tonight. We appreciate you for tuning in to the No Offense podcast. As always, I'm your host, Mr. No Offense. Just be- Sorry about that. Just got some feedback. All right, so we appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day and are ready for an amazing time. Shout out for everybody who's in our comment section, and don't be shy. As always, here on No Offense podcast, we try to bring you very interesting people to get to know. And if you're here. You may get an opportunity to ask some questions while we have our guests. We'll try to get to those if we have an opportunity. And if not, I'll try to follow up with you like we always do. Again, this is No Offense. So we hope that you guys are comfortable and you pull up a seat. Do me a favor, hit the share button. It is absolutely free. You know how we do here, supporting everyone. And one day, maybe it's you who will be on the stage with us. So without further ado, guys, I want to make the most of the time we have with our guest, Mr. Bill Jubran.
How you doing, Matt? What's going on?
Thank you, boss. For thank you again for agreeing to do the interview with us. Like I said, when we reached out, my wife and I are huge fans. Man, we love your commentary for sure. And I've actually been able to see some of your clips as well as some of your stand ups. So. Just having the opportunity to talk to you today, get to pick your mind for a little bit, again, is just an amazing opportunity. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir. So I always say if you're going to tell a good story, you got to start from the beginning, so we can follow along. If you don't mind, can you tell us a little bit about your growing up, where you grew up, and how did you kind of get your start into comedy?
Well, I grew up in Chicago. I'm 53 years old. Grew up in Chicago. I was an introvert pretty much my whole life growing up. And I was also bullied a little bit, for a short time between like seventh grade and like freshman year. And I started comedy when I was 38, moved to California, and I started comedy at 38 years old. And that actually helped me as an introvert. That actually helped me come out of my shell a little bit and express myself. And I've always hated nonsense and bullshit. I've hated misinformation. Misinformation almost cost me my life about 4 years ago. During COVID, I had a severe kidney infection, and I had to be rushed to the hospital. I needed emergency surgery, and there were no doctors for me. There were no nurses for me. There were no hospital beds, no ICU beds. I needed surgery right there. I was dying in a hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky to be here. I'm very lucky. They took care of me. But a lot of people weren't as lucky as I was. And the fact that the hospitals were filled because of misinformation that was being spread, all the pandemic and the hoax that'll magically go away, and ivermectin this, and it was just the flu, and all the bullshit lies are going around. People didn't take it seriously. And I did not have a hospital bed. I did not have a doctor. My lady almost became a widow for the second time. Okay, and I experienced pain that was just unreal. It was just unreal. And I'm lucky to be here. But like I said, other people were not as lucky as I was. So when I see a woman who has sepsis but can't get the health care that she needs because they overturn Roe or anything like that, I don't like seeing people suffer for no reason. And that's why I've been very vocal. I've always been open about social issues, but now I'm more passionate than ever, knowing I almost died because of misinformation.
Well, I, for one, especially others at this network, we definitely appreciate those being vocal because I feel like being silent is a choice too. It's almost like being complacent. It's almost like being not necessarily going along to get along, but almost as like you're playing a part. Because just as easy as you can say, you know what, I'm not going for this, I'm not going to stand for this. They can make the same decision as long as they have the vocal cords and the wherewithal. You get me? It doesn't take much. It just takes someone to say, hey, you know what, this isn't right.
I agree, and we are the majority. I mean, all it is being normal and being decent to people. That's all we're pushing over here. However, not too many people speak out about that. You know what I mean? There's so many people I scroll through Facebook, and they're showing pictures of their dinner and, them on a date, and here's a picture of me posing. I'm like, you can easily make a post saying, I'm not down with this shit. I'm not down with with concentration camps.
Right.
I'm not down with the government hunting down its own citizens. I'm not down with this racist bullshit. It's not hard to say I'm not down with bad things. I want pedophiles fucking caught and punished. How? And the people who don't speak out about this, what are you ashamed of? You don't want to piss off people by saying you think pedophiles should be punished? There's a group of people protecting pedophiles, people who have predators, real predators who have trafficked young kids, and you don't want to speak out? Who are you going to offend? Who are you trying to impress? You know what I'm saying? This is just this not it's not even political anymore. This is about
No.
being a decent human being, right?
I've also said at first maybe you didn't know, but at this point in time, in this day and time, to say you don't know is just you don't want to know because you can't ignore it. I've always said like even if you're not a political person, we're past that. Okay,
Mhm.
that we're dealing with reality. When you're seeing your neighbors are scared to go outside because there's masked men running around with guns who just looking for a reason to shoot anybody for whatever reason. Because to me, still with the justified, I mean not justified, still with the shootings from ICE, I don't find any of them to be justified. And the reason that they're able to run around, I feel like, and do the things that they do are they're getting support from the same people who refuse to condemn the guy whose name is in a bunch of files over
Mhm.
more times than Harry Potter's name has been in the Harry Potter series, more time
Mhm.
than God is mentioned in the Bible, more time than Jesus is mentioned in the Bible. It's like in any other case, you would say, hey, this is the main character of this event if they've named this person so many times, but for some reason people just can't say, hey, I think this guy, I mean, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, I bet it
How
quacks. You know
many
what I mean?
red flags do you need? How many red flags do you need? All we've heard all the things he said. We've seen the people he hung around with. We've
Mhm.
seen millions more pictures with Jeffrey than with his own kids.
I,
Like
I I thought I was the
it's
only
all
person
out
who noticed
there.
that.
And
Yeah,
the fact that he's done everything he can to hide the files. Oh my God! Just like a man coming home at 3 in the morning and the lady and his wife saying, "Hey, let me see your phone." You're not gonna see my phone, and just making up excuses.
but he has
He
nothing
called
to
it a
hide, right?
hoax. He said, "Oh, we'll." Like he's when you throw a bunch of shit against the wall, waiting to see what sticks. You're full of shit. You're lying. You're looking for the right lie. Oh, it's just a hoax. Oh, we'll expose it. Oh, it's just always a different excuse. And he always does that. Like January 6th. Oh, it was peaceful. Oh, it was it was FBI, undercover FBI. Oh, it was Antifa. I'm like, pick one lie and stick with it. Don't you know how to lie? You have experience.
I mean, he's been doing it. He should be a pro by now. But to me, I knew he was guilty when it came down to this. So if I tell you that I have on a black shirt, okay, and I want to prove that it's black, I would just give you the shirt because that's the simplest way to just conclude the situation. Once you see the shirt, you say, okay, yeah, it's black. Boom. There's nothing else there. End of story. But this guy has dodged. He has dodged this thing like, and what's really kills me about the whole thing is we're watching the people who are supposed to protect us and who are supposed to bring justice to us cover this up, and we're in this weird place in history. It's like, what do we do about the people who are supposed to, like, how do you call the police on the police, um
Exactly.
and so what we're watching is this corruption that we all blatantly see. I mean, blind people can probably feel this in braille. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just so apparent that I feel like we're just all hurrying up to wait. Like, what are we waiting on? Like, I don't know. I don't want to say we're getting to a revolution type, like that's where you're going, but it seems like what exactly are we waiting on to happen to these people who it's so blatant as to who's participating. I mean,
I think we're just waiting for the midterms. I think people are just waiting for the midterms. I mean, um, that whole Pam Bondi hearing was disgusting. What's her job? She's top cop. She's top cop in this country. and you have victims literally a few feet behind you, and she can't even look at them.
You saw
She can't
that? She
even
wouldn't
look
turn
at them.
around.
She's talking about the Dow Jones. The Dow. She's talking about the stock market. Like, oh, you should be praising Trump. So she's trying to turn it around, praising Trump because the stock market went up. The stock market has gone up under every single president. Okay, it reaches record highs under every president. It's
Mhm.
that's not an accomplishment. Even if he did do it, even if he did himself raise the stock market and made people a lot of money, do you think people who are trafficking victims give a shit about the Dow Jones or the Nasdaq? You think if you've been trafficked and raped, you think if bad things happen to you and you have PTSD from this shit, do you think that you think that's why they're there? You think victims care about making a few bucks? You think they care about their 401k? No, they want justice.
Yeah.
And the top cop isn't doing shit about it. And we all know that's the reason he picked Bondi to be the attorney general, because she was attorney general in Florida
In Florida.
when she looked the other way when Epstein was doing his thing. She was a top cop. She didn't do anything, which allowed him to do his thing for 10 more years, which created more victims. There are more victims because Pam Bondi didn't do her job.
I feel like Trump, Mike Johnson, and a few others should have sequential inmate numbers by the time this is all finished. Because with Pam Bondi, she has to be complicit. Like at this point, I saw the same. I saw the same hearing that you saw, and it's like she's coming in to answer questions. There's the reason she's supposed to be there, but instead she shows up with this agenda with a file on anybody who could possibly ask her questions, so she can attack them and waste their 5 minutes versus
Mhm.
answer the questions. So I'm at a point where this is willful. This is willfully being complicit. Like this is it's
Definitely.
beyond just trying to cover up. This is being a part of the cover up. I feel like she's the obstacle in the way. Like she is the um I don't she's the domino that needs to fall so that the rest can go ahead and topple.
Oh, she's
Because
gonna she's gonna take the fall, man.
yes,
He's gonna throw her under the bus. You're damn
yeah,
right. I mean, who's in prison for this? Only Ghislaine. Only Ghislaine Maxwell, a woman. They're gonna
yeah.
let the woman take a fall. They're gonna let Cash Patel take a fall. They're not gonna let the white man take it. Let's be real here.
I,
Let's
I've
be
got to
real here.
I've got to say, Cash Patel should see this coming along with anything else in his because I mean he's always eyes wide open, but can't find anything. And
I,
then
would, I wouldn't use I wouldn't use that terminology regarding Cash Patel.
but here's the thing, because we have to go back and realize that a year ago they told us that there was no other co-conspirators. A year ago, they told us that this was done. They had done all the research. Pam Bondi had
Mhm.
the files on her desk, and that there was no other charges. That there was nothing else that needed to happen. Fast forward a few months ago, and now we've got 3 million files that are getting ready to be released late by any chance. And then the other thing that gets me, and I'm sorry if we've gone off tangent. The only thing that gets me is nobody else gets this kind of privilege to do the things they're doing. If the
No,
Justice Department was to tell you have to this date to do anything, or if Congress was to tell you have to this date to do anything, I guarantee you, if me and you don't meet that deadline, there's consequences coming behind it.
definitely, definitely. I mean, they don't listen to the courts. They don't listen to the Constitution. They
Yeah.
don't. They don't listen to the subpoenas. They just do whatever. It's lawlessness. It's
Lawless.
just lawlessness. And everyone that Trump has appointed they all know about him. They're there to protect him. Okay, that's their job. You think he hired Pete Hegseth because of his qualifications? No,
We
or RFK or any of these clowns. We have clowns in very important positions. RFK with that stupid video. Do you see the thing with Kid Rock? He
Man, I
put
didn't
out a
watch that.
video, "Make America Healthy Again," working out in Kid Rock's gym that he's never used before, and them two going shirtless in a sauna and drinking whole milk.
That's
I'm like,
that's not suspect at all. No.
this is you're weird. Y'all are weird. Fuck, this is weird. So
Yeah.
can we? I just want normal, boring people in positions like that. We went from Dr. Fauci to Dr. Felching. Okay, he's known for felching. That's what RFK
That
is
is
like.
crazy.
He literally talked about that. He gets his protein from himself. Nasty. He's
That's
nasty.
weird. I mean, almost as nasty as Donald Trump looking at his daughter and sexualizing her. Like I feel like we're in I feel like we're beyond the twilight zone. Like we're on the dark side of whatever is on the other side of that. Because never have I ever appreciated some of the other politicians that we've had previously, even when I thought that they did a horrible job. You know,
Mhm.
like I've often said, "Dang, Trump makes me miss Bush." Like remember when the 9/11 happened and he just kept reading the fucking book, and we are like, you know, it's little things like that that we thought we'd never just yearn for. It's like, damn, I wish it was just that bad. But now it's like we're watching the government, and what is this? It's like you're watching the mafia just take over and run free, and then they do these things like you know with ICE, who they compare it to the Gestapo because I don't know, they look like the Gestapo. Like it's just I
Mhm.
never. We heard about the Holocaust, we heard about Nazi Germany, but it's not something that you thought that you would actually
You thought it was in the
feel
past,
or witness. Yeah,
but
like
they're resurfacing Nazi Germany. They're resurfacing. They're bringing back slavery.
yeah,
They're bringing back slavery.
yeah.
Slavery never left.
No,
I
it's
mean, they
been
just
legal.
had different forms of slavery,
Mhm.
and now concentration camps.
Yes.
Really, in our country.
Where do
So,
we draw
I
the
mean,
line?
if you want to deport these people, then deport them. Why are you spending billions of dollars on housing them?
Yeah.
Hello, I mean, look around you. Come on,
Well,
people.
if you follow the money, something tells me you'll end up in the same spot as the co-conspirators of the Epstein files. I mean, it seems like there's some pretty powerful people, and it has me because we have a podcast we do on Thursdays called the High Council where we talk about this kind of stuff, and we start to wonder is like how much money is enough money to get away with anything. And even though me and you may wonder, it seems like Trump might have figured it out. Because even though we all know he's guilty at this point, I'm just being honest. I mean, dude,
He's
um,
guilty. I mean, he. I've never seen anyone look more guilty.
yeah,
Maybe OJ, maybe, but
but you couldn't find the
everything
glove.
about him. Think about this. His whole his whole orbit is surrounded with pedos. His 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 spiritual advisor got caught with child
Yeah,
materials. You know
yeah,
what I mean? His the pastor. And do you know the director for the Melania movie?
yeah. It was also in the files. Yeah,
Yes. So of all the directors you could have chosen, you chosen one that went to the island with you. Give me
but
a break. They all hang together.
the
It's
whole
all one
cabinet,
big group.
the whole cabinet, and when you see people, you wonder like, okay, why what makes them like so close? But the weird thing is that what we've noticed is like everybody around Trump has been to the island. Everybody has
Mhm.
been to the island. All the people in powerful places have been to the island. We're not just talking about, oh, my plane got lost or we run out of gas and we have to stop and refuel. We're talking about they've been to the island multiple times, multiple Kevin Nutlick, as I call him. I'm sorry. I'm,
Mhm.
I'm just being honest. Like, dude, it's oh, you got Peach over here talking about man. Here's our troll. Smoke weed every day. Press Peach, guys. Appreciate you for being in the comments. He said snorkeling was chill. All right. Yeah, they're going snorkeling. All right. The thing is, we all know. None of us have been to the island, but we all know what's going on the island. Yet the people in power act like they don't know what we're talking about. It's almost like it's gaslighting to the highest extent. And then when you
Mhm.
get to the point that you want to say, okay, like we know you're guilty, like you guys need to, it's bad when you got people resigning around the globe. But
Mhm.
you know who won't? You know who won't? Trump.
Mhm.
And all of his other cronies that happen to be in positions of power. But when you actually stand back and look at all of the people and you realize where they're at, you're like, yo, this is the whole fucking power system. Like this is all the people who tell us how to run our daily life.
Mhm.
So how do we hold them responsible? Yes, we can do the midterms. Yes, we can turn them into a lame duck and we can impeach them. But I feel like that's just coffee. That's not where you end the day. That's just where we getting started. Like we have people like Pam Bondi, like dude, you can't. She lied under oath. Last time I checked, perjury is a felony, like I mean, or a misdemeanor. It's still
Yep.
worth jail time though, and that's just for her for with great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility, and I feel like if you have that role, or if you maliciously have that role, just so that you can obstruct justice, there should be penalties for that. There should be if Trump wants to go down in history so much, let's name an act after him where we strip immunity from presidents and charge them with RICO. Because if you look at this looks like a racketeering forced corrupt organization. A
It definitely
racketeering
does.
influence corrupt organization all across the world. They're saying that this is, no matter how small we think this is, if we just keep finding out it's bigger.
Oh, it is big and it's scary big. And I'm
Yeah.
glad other countries are getting involved too. And another thing we need to look out for when people say, I've never been to the island, I've never been to the island, it doesn't mean you're innocent
No, he
because
had wrenches.
Epstein worked in New York and had Zorro Ranch in New Mexico
Mhm.
and God knows what other places. They no, I just found out about Zorro Ranch. I just found out about this a week or two ago. And now they're
Uh,
just starting. They're starting to investigate it. Now they're starting to. And people have said you need to look out. You need to look underground. You need to look for bodies. Okay. Because apparently what happened in Zorro Ranch is way worse than what happened at the island.
Well, that's
Okay.
what there's.
And yeah.
Mhm. I'm sorry, what were you saying, boss?
No, I'll just go ahead.
I know that's so they're investigating right now, Zorro Ranch, and they're saying that there was torture video. So this is why when I get upset, because no matter what we're finding out, we're still finding this out a year later, thanks to Pam Body. Because all
Mhm.
this, she says that all these files were sitting on her desk, and at this point, I wonder how big is said desk.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at, they're saying 3 million files. I'm sorry, 6 million files is only 2% of the data.
That's a lot of info right there. And why are they just releasing it? Of course, they released it late. They redacted everything they could. Why do they only release it? Isn't it your job to go after people? You're the DOJ, the Attorney General, FBI. Why are they not going? You have the names,
Yeah,
and they saw the pictures. I'm sure you saw some of the pictures, some of the gruesome, horrible pictures that are redacted, but you could tell they're little girls. Like
right.
Pam Bondi saw those pictures without the redactions. She
Yeah,
saw the details and chose not to do anything. That's what kind of evil bitch we're dealing with over here. That I have a granddaughter,
yeah.
and to even think of anyone putting their finger on her
Makes
makes me into a different person, and I'm sure you as well. But knowing there are so many innocent kids who got hurt and they're protecting them,
yeah.
ah, it's too much. Oh, the party Save the Children. It's a party of pedos. They're pedo protectors. That's all it's about. Let's give money to the wealthy and let's protect them. That's all it is. It's not a party anymore. It's a bunch of evil pedos.
What really got me is when they redacted names to protect the people who would be like politically basically assassinated, because that's essentially what this was, just being involved in this. Because what gets me is everybody had a choice except for the victims. Everybody
Right.
had a choice. So now it's like any other thing. And when you're growing up, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. It was all fun and games when they thought nobody would find out all these horrendous things that they were doing. And some of these people participated multiple times, which means they enjoyed it. So if that's what you like, it's time to pay the piper.
I
And
agree.
it's time to own up. And these lives that you ruined, these people who, and this is why I said Pam Bondi. Like I feel like she's got to be made an example, because, like you said, she saw these images. They redacted all these names, and they were careful to muddy the waters with this release of names that have nothing to do with anybody. Elvis Presley on it.
Mhm.
Um, you chose to make sure that those people were protected, but you exposed these victims so that they have to relive this trauma. It's almost like you're
Mhm.
attacking people again. Like you're attacking them for wanting justice for what you did to them. It's like you're exposing them and making them relive these things while still keeping the people who did these things free to continue to do these things. Because if they feel like they're going to get away with it, why stop now?
That's one thing MAGA always does. They go after victims,
Yeah,
not the people who hurt the victims. In every situation, like with the ones that got shot by ICE.
yeah. They
I
tried to
mean,
Renee Good
they
and
go after
Alex Pretty.
victims. You're just
Yeah,
an innocent victim, and you get trashed, you get threatened, you get hurt, you get doxxed. They go after victims like Renee Good. They tried everything they could to demonize her. And
and they're going
what's his
after her
name?
spouse, Alex Pretty.
Yeah, Alex Preddy as well. So, but they've always done this. Do you remember Rudy Giuliani? Why he lost everything? Because
Yeah.
he went blaming people who worked their poll workers. A
Mhm.
nice young lady or nice lady, a little bit older, I think, and her daughter. Okay, and they got doxxed, they got death threats, they got everything. They didn't do anything. He said they found boxes of votes or something like that under the desk. And so all these people kept on harassing them. All they're doing was their job. That's
Yeah.
it. These poor innocent people were just doing their job, and they just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. People like Giuliani go after them and make them
The scapegoat.
just demonize them. So I'm glad Giuliani lost his penthouse and his car and his paintings and his watch collection. I'm glad he lost everything, because they're innocent. I can't stand when innocent people are made targets
Yeah.
because they're looking for a scapegoat. I hate that.
I feel like you don't get any points for that. Like, why, like when we're growing up, man, we're guys, you don't get any points for picking on the weaker guy. You don't get any
No,
points for picking on the kid who's not going to fight back. You get
no.
what I'm saying? Like if
That's
you
what
want to make
bullies
your
do.
bones, yeah, if you want to make your bones, go fight the toughest guy and the guy who always throwing hands, who thrashes everybody. If that's
Mhm.
where you make your bones, that's who you go for. You don't go after the people who won't fight back, or who are enfranchised, or people who just don't have the resources. And if you look at it, that's what this whole cabal has done. That's what their whole thing is built on, including, I'll even say, all the way up to as high as Trump. Like, so I've always said this. I feel like most people can't answer why they vote against their own interest. Even if you look at Trump hasn't done shit he stood on, except for the immigration. And honestly, I feel like even then, when I was growing up, I remember this land is your land, this land is my land. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was about us being a melting pot. And I'm not saying that you can just open up the borders and let everybody come in. But what I will say is there's always a way to handle anything. And if you're going to crack down on immigration, you should at least give these people a way that they can actually immigrate properly, because the immigration system has been broken here.
Mhm.
I know people who have been waiting for their papers, like their immigration papers, just so they can live. They're not asking the government for anything but to leave them alone.
Mhm.
They're
You're right.
not asking them. They're not asking for their support. They don't need this. All they want to do is be able to go outside without having to worry, be the fear of being picked up and who knows what. And here's the other thing. They were doing this self deportation program around Christmas or New Year's, but then they were capturing people at the border who were trying to self deport and taking them to prison. So let me understand. Let me explain this. Let me understand this one more time. You're saying you're going to pay people if they voluntarily leave. So when they go to leave, you won't let them leave. You want to bring
That
them
sounds
back.
like a setup to me.
What are we doing?
That sounds like a setup. It's not about immigration. It ain't.
No,
Because they're in
it's never been
immigration
about
courts. People are literally doing it the right way at immigration courts.
And ICE is coming in grabbing people.
And they grab them there? Come on. I mean, what was the number? Like 73% of them didn't have a record at all of the ones they detained. I thought it was about getting the violent criminals out of here. And I've never seen anyone. There's between 500,000 and 600,000 undocumented immigrants who are here from Europe. Oh, I never see any of them. I
I-
don't see any of them being taken away. Everyone, I
it's
never seen anyone with my complexion get taken away by ICE or
it,
having their doors knocked down. I don't see this shit.
it,
It's
it
they're not going after the people from white countries who are here illegally.
no.
Come on, man. Don't play with us. We can see what's going on.
Trump is like the Trump is to hatred what the full moon is to a werewolf. That makes sense. You
Yeah.
get me? Like all he does, he's a beacon of hatred. And what's crazy about it is we almost forgot with Biden like about what it was with Trump right before him. Like we almost forgot. Like, but then right when everybody was getting back to what it was, because I still remember, Obama. I still remember Bush, and even though Bush was Republican, it wasn't this. Like it wasn't
No.
what it is today. And
He was
it's
like a
all
lovable idiot. Like he
you
was.
said
They
it,
even
not me. You said it, not me. He was like your best. He was like your best dumb friend. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like
Like
when
somebody
I
gave
see
him
him, when
to
I see him talking to Michelle Obama or Barack, or if I just see him, I'm like, I'm not filled with you motherfucker. Like, yeah, he did a terrible
right
job. He was the worst in our lifetime before Trump
until
came.
Trump. Until
Now you're like, I will take George W. Bush again. I will
yes,
take another 9/11. That would be
yep.
less damage. I would take another worst recession since the Great Depression. I would take that. That is better than what's going on now. It's sad to say those words.
And
It's
when you
sad to
have
say those words. I mean, the mere fact that Trump ignored a pandemic, that he mishandled a pandemic costing over 700,000 extra lives. Not 700,000 lives, 700,000 extra lives. We're 4% of the world's population, but 25% of all the COVID deaths. That's a
yeah,
failure on the president's part. You don't call it a hoax. You don't say it'll magically go away. It'll go away by Easter. Pandemic this and they're just, that's not how you act.
no,
Obama had a pandemic response team. He was
yeah,
responsible. He was a responsible leader. And he gave Trump, here you go. I have it all set for you. So if it happens, this is all you need right here. That's all you
yep.
need. He disassembled that shit. He
Out of
was given a
hatred.
fucking fire extinguisher, and Trump threw it out the window.
Out of hatred, because I've never seen, like, I've got to say, before the whole Bubba obligation, I was like, man, Obama lives in Trump's head rent free for what? Like, I'm like, Trump thinks more about Obama than Michelle thinks about Obama, and that's just concerning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
shout out to Peach when he says, with Biden, we were worried about him remembering he was president. With Trump, we're hoping that man forgets it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's just what I see today. I try to be hopeful. What I realize is Trump has done more damage the damage that he's done. It's not just the active damage that they're continuing to do to these Epstein victims. It's also about what he did to us on the world stage. Trump came in and managed to just piss away 50 to 60 years of peace, commerce trading with other countries. America was on this pedestal. I wouldn't even say if it wasn't on a pedestal, or at least looked at as the leader of the free world, it was looked at as a power, a world power,
Uh-huh.
one of the biggest, if not the biggest world power, due to our military. And yes, we do rule around the world with our military because of their budget. And there's people who probably we're not their favorite because of our military. But I
Right.
will say we had a respect. There was just a certain name about America, or at least certain conversations. Now the rest of the world watches and tries to wonder what we. I said this first. I said he came in and he divided and conquered. First, what he did was he isolated us from all our allies. They did this intentionally, because who's going to come to the rescue now? We got a corrupt government who's who seems to be in an open pedophile ring. Who's going to come assist us? He's pissed off everybody. And what's up with him in Greenland? Like, dude, this guy is like, it's like when you see a kid in the store who has no home training, who's just knocking over everything in the fucking aisle, and you're just
Mhm.
wondering when is his parents gonna come beat his ass? Like, you know, like I don't believe in, you know what I'm saying, a corporal punishment. But what I'm saying is sometimes you're like, I remember we used to get our ass whooped, and that's why we don't act like
Right.
that. Like that kid needs some 911 ass whipping. You know what I mean?
It's
And
okay
so
to think it. I mean, like there are times I
yeah,
see a kid at Walmart or something, I'm like, someone needs to punt this little bitch somewhere. You know what I mean? Just like you need to boot him. He needs a
just
boot.
he needs a
I'm not saying
reset.
abuse him. I'm just
Right.
saying someone needs to discipline this kid.
That's all I'm
He
saying.
was the one who got bailed out. He's the one who never got punched in the mouth.
At
He was
all.
the one who got daddy to bail him out of everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's gone on for almost 80 years now. He
So
never faced consequences. He committed all these crimes. He was found guilty 34 times. That's 34 times so far. There was 91 charges. They didn't even go get to the rest of them. So he's found guilty. He's done things to women. He's
yeah.
done things to kids.
Yeah.
All he's done was hurt people. He's never helped anyone. I don't know why they think he loves America. He loves himself.
He's
You know what
never
I mean?
loved
Like
someone like he loves himself.
it's crazy. It's insane how people can't see. It's been 10 years. You don't see who he is yet? Come on.
All I'm saying is people don't. I remember when with R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, people were saying, you know, people don't just keep singing the same thing about you with no merit. Well, for a long time, unless you've been doing that shit for a long time. All I'm saying is Trump has walked into pageants, places where no other man should have access. No other man would do. Just decent, just common decency. Like you wouldn't go into a little girl's back room of a pageant where you know they're getting dressed, their dressing room and stuff. But what does he do? He talks about it, about how he can do it
Proud of it. He was
because
bragging about it. I'm
that's
sorry, but
weird.
if I did something that creepy, I wouldn't go telling people. Like if my brain took me there, like, hey, I'm attracted to this, and I wouldn't go telling people. He
has no
openly
shame.
said it.
He has no shame.
You saw the interview on? I forgot what her name. I forgot the show. It was on national TV though.
Mhm.
Him and Ivanka, and the host asked, "What do you guys have in common?"
Oh,
And
he said
Ivanka
sex.
said, real estate or golf.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, that's a normal answer. That's a normal human answer.
Mhm.
And okay, Donald, what about you? He said, well, I like to say sex. Why the fuck? Why is that up in your head?
Why is that
Like,
even an answer? How is that an
what,
answer, sir?
what does
What
even
does that
mean?
mean
Like,
exactly?
what does it mean? So that's what you and your daughter have in common? Sex? There's only one correct answer. Anything but sex.
That's
Like,
it. It's not hard.
It's like we play chess together. We like mowing the. You could literally say anything, but sex. And national TV, he said that. So that's what came to his mind. Even if it did, he didn't have the presence of mind to not say it. He said what's on his mind. Jesus Christ.
He also said that if he was ever going to run for president, he'd do it as a Republican because they're stupid.
I mean, I can't believe we're at. I can't believe this we're at.
Yeah, a couple. And thank you for your time, Mr. Jubran. I'm not going to hold you too much, man.
No, you're good. I'm good.
Okay, cool. So then let's also talk about this Melania. What the hell is this? Like they couldn't find better resources. I mean, they're paying people who still aren't going to see this shit. For one, who wants to know about Melania's fucking story? Like I'm no offense, but I've got hairs on my balls that I'm more interested in than to see her fucking movie. Who cares about her movie, bro? Like who wanted to see the Melania? I don't know one person who was either waiting for this movie to come out so they could see it, or I don't know one person who has actually gone to see it.
She's not interesting. Like you have to be somewhat interesting. Like I'll pass kidney stones that are more interesting than Melania is. All she's done was squint for the last 10 years. She hasn't done anything with her platform. And she gets on the news saying, I think we should call for peace and unity. Oh, yeah, because you want people to come to your movie? So you want peace and unity? You had 10 years, you little bitch. 10 years to use your platform. 10 years to go do good. What did you came up with? Be best. You wrote in a dumbass illiterate term somewhere. You didn't do anything with it. You complained about Christmas decorations,
Yeah.
and like, what have you done? What you didn't use your platform to help anyone, and they bashed Michelle Obama for wanting to
Yep.
get kids healthy. Let's eat healthy. Let's exercise a little bit. They treated her like she was the devil. Do you guys even know right and wrong or not? Like,
I just
it's
don't.
unreal where we're at. It's unreal.
I just
There's
don't
nothing
understand.
interesting about you. What have you done, Melania? What have you done in your life?
What
Seriously.
have
No one
what?
cares.
Well, we know she's done Jeffrey and Trump in the same life, but so the thing is, what's it gonna be their contribution? Like, I guess that's it. Like anybody else who's been president or first lady goes down in history for something, even if it's not just being president. But Trump, despite his efforts, is going to go down for being the biggest pedophile that we ever, and probably the biggest mistake that we've ever allowed to run this country. And Melania, I'm convinced she's either a handler. I don't understand. I like so. I've always said this is the weirdest thing. Um, you never see Melania want to be near Trump ever.
I have so many pictures of her just scowling at him, just and swatting his hand away. He tries to hold her hand. He swats it away. She hates him.
Who
She
doesn't
hates his
stay?
guts.
Who
I'm
doesn't
sorry, but
stay
when you
at the
get
White
with
House?
when a model that's 35 years old gets with a man who's 60 something,
Yeah, she
she's
didn't
not
go.
doing it out of love. She's doing it to get paid. She just didn't think she'd last that long. You know, like why is this dude? Why does he wake up every morning? What's this? Come on, man. Eat some more burgers. Eat some more burgers. Come on. And he just won't. He doesn't want to die. Like he doesn't. Then she looks up like, God damn it. She puts her finger under his nose like, God damn it. What? Why? Come
So,
on, dude. Have another Big Mac.
you sure you're not hungry again? Why do you
You,
keep trying to feed me? Because you
God,
don't eat enough. You know.
you know what we need? Okay, because he's very unhealthy right now.
Mhm.
And he said he's taking more aspirin than the doctor told him to, like 4 times more, because it thins the blood. I'm thinking
Accidental
we
overdose.
need Dr. Anthony Fauci to tweet. You really shouldn't take lots of lots of aspirin.
He's got to do
Put
it.
tweet out there. I don't think Donald Trump should be taking this much aspirin. We need Fauci to tweet this. Because
And
what
he's
did
going to
Trump
do it.
do? What's Trump going to do?
He's going to do the
He'll
exact
swallow
opposite
it.
right now.
Oh, you don't think so? Anthony Fauci can save the country.
Hey, that's a way to rehab your image. I'm just saying. I mean, you could come back. You could be a hero, man. It's
Yeah.
possible. The worst thing though is, um, every day we're watching. So, and I said this before it got this bad. I think it's ironic of everything that Trump said about Biden, because it seems like karma's just kicking his ass. Like, you know what I mean? So he said Sleepy Joe. I don't know if you've seen it. Trump can't keep his damn eyes open, right?
Mhm.
He's apparently he's shitting on himself in front of everybody. Like, that's got to be awkward, right?
Mhm.
The third thing is, how repulsive does your wife have to find you to say, I know I can only stay in the White House as long as you're president. This is my this is my twice in a lifetime opportunity, but I don't want to do it. I'd rather stay in Florida than to stay in New York than to stay in the same house that you in with all of the rooms. Like, she could literally pick the furthest room away from the Oval Office, but she just doesn't want to be in the zip code. She doesn't
Well, she
even
can't
want to
go to the
be
East
here.
Wing.
Well, I don't think nobody else can. Which shouldn't that be a whole crime? Because he just unilaterally decides we're going to take a wrecking ball to this historic building that's been here fine
There's
before
no
we got here.
congressional approval for that. He just did it on his own. So now, a year later, everything is more expensive. We have the military in our streets. They're building concentration camps. There are masked men kidnapping people in broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
A part of the White House is trashed, and no one else has been arrested for the Epstein files. Only one person was in prison because of the Epstein files, and that was
And that's who
Ghislaine
runs it.
Maxwell. No one else has been arrested, and she got a she got moved to a better situation. She got moved to a country club. She gets
Yep.
pampered. She has a puppy.
Club fed. Club fed.
So you created less punishment for the one person that was caught.
He basically gave her a compound. Essentially, how I hear it,
She's
she
living a
gets
better
her.
life than I am.
That's what I've heard. I heard she gets her mail before the warden doesn't even check it. So I mean, if people wanted to send her, I don't know, drugs or weapons, I mean, she could just she's got it so good. I mean, I don't know why she would want to leave. Like, I mean, she's getting everything paid for.
Right?
You
Like
know,
she got her own island, probably. Shit.
and when apparently when the inmates speak up about this, things are happening to them. They're being threatened. They're being, dealt with because they dared to speak against the ranks. I'm at a point where it's I don't know where else to go because what do you do when the government presses they press me and you like for traffic tickets? Meanwhile, one of the funniest things I hear them say is, especially Pam Body, if there's any information on anybody in the Epstein files, just let us, sir, ma'am. We know where he stays. We know where he stays, ma'am.
Yeah, right.
Like, what exactly are you waiting on? You need gas? We can get together and get the gas. What the hell are we waiting on? What exactly are you waiting on? But if I don't pay a traffic ticket, I'm going to jail. Like, why the energy for us but none for them? And when I think about it like that, it's just I think that's when we start to see how corrupt this nation really is. The questions are how do we rebuild this? Because with our allies, the damage that he's done, I can understand why they wouldn't trust us. Because it even falls down to, like, on a personal level, like, even if Trump, so just hear me out. If this is a third country that's looking in a country that was an ally once of us, we elected this imbecile. But even when he went off the rails, we still didn't rein him in.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So we get him out of office. What if they got PTSD? Because it's like, well, damn, like, y'all let him do this shit to us for so long, and I thought you guys were our friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, even how do we start to rebuild those things? I think the first thing that has to be done, we need to get this whole gang together, and we need to put them in a prison that's specially built with dragons outside of it. I'm guessing on Epstein, since they like the Epstein Island so much, whatever it's called. Let's get them all together.
Alligator Alcatraz.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And let the alligators run around the outside of the prison like Trump did. Even hearing his idea about how he wanted to televise that, about immigrants trying to just survive and hoping that they get eaten. I'm like, yo, that's the fucking president of the United States. Like, when you look at it, like, I could never imagine someone as prestigious Barack Obama saying anything like that.
No. I mean, and don't forget the thing that he tweeted. The picture of Obama, Obama as apes, like, that is the president of the United States who shared that. And they're making excuses. Like, I don't want to hear any excuse. Oh, it was a staffer. Oh, a staffer at 12:45 at night, 11:45, whenever it was. A staffer at midnight. Quickly did. It's the incompetency of the whole administration to even. My prediction was, it has been for months, he's done by April. Yeah. Okay, health wise, I don't think he's going to last, and I think he's done by April. That's what I think. He's not going to see the midterms.
Yeah.
Okay, JD will be in there.
Now that's scary too.
It is, because he is a product of the Heritage Foundation. He's there to push Project 2025. The only thing about that is he doesn't have the power Trump does. People are not going to come out. They're not going to leave their house to go vote for JD. He's an unlikable twat. He's a dipshit. No one likes him.
Even right now, Trump wouldn't endorse him. Trump didn't say he would endorse Trump. Trump didn't even say he would endorse JD Vance. He was actually praising Marco Rubio, which is crazy because I mean, if I so JD Vance can't even, man, like dude, I'm just saying. So even for sucking up to Trump's policies, you still can't get the guy's approval. Like, damn. I mean, you gotta wipe the shit off your nose or what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, bro, at some point, where's the be your own man type? Like, dude, like that's what politicians are known for being. People like the ones in power are supposed to be known for people who can actually rally people and get shit done. But JD Vance is like the friend that you have to bring all the time that nobody wants.
he's Rob
Like you know,
Schneider. He's a Rob Schneider. He's a Rob Schneider of politics. Tell me he's
like
not okay.
bring your
Okay,
friend.
we got a movie going. Okay, come on, Rob. We'll give you a goofy character to play.
Just to make sure you're included. Just to make sure you're included. But he doesn't. JD Vance doesn't even like. He doesn't actually pull or polarize to one side. He's
No,
nobody trusts somebody. Nobody trusts somebody who blends in with damn near every crowd. Because who are you?
he
We don't
changed his
even know
name
what you
three
stand
times.
for.
He
Yeah,
changed his name
it's like
3 times. Like, let's see. I don't trust you. You changed your name 3 times. Are you even
if you're
allowed to vote based on this new law you want to pass?
and then he has an immigrant wife. So this is what kills me about the shit. This is when I knew I couldn't trust him, dude. You've seen his wife, right?
Mhm.
So how can you push the immigration policies that you push?
Yeah,
But
I
I
think
mean, at
she's
the same
really
time,
miserable. I think she's just as miserable as Melania. I
but
think
she's
I don't
pregnant
know her,
now.
but I think she's a decent person. I think
Yeah,
Usha is a decent person. Yeah, she had to deal with a lot as she watches the transformation that he's gone through in the last year and a half or so. I mean, she had to deal with him and the couch thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, okay, my husband is known for doing couches,
yeah. Which is
and
fucking weird,
and
dude.
she's probably
Sorry.
extra offended if it was a leather couch because she's Indian.
Do you know what we did for that? But not only that, dude. The eyeliner. Like I don't know if that's supposed to be like an intimidation. Like you people you can wear whatever you wear. I don't care what it is. But all I'm saying is he's just an eyesore. Like you don't know you don't know what to expect when you get this guy. Like you just don't know. And this is supposed to be who's supposed to be the president. Like this is supposed to be the second in command if something were to happen to the president, and he's not cognitive, which I would argue has been this way since he got elected. Like, I mean, it's just steadily getting worse. And so I know a lot of people are pushing for the 25th. I'm pushing for let's get the whole cabinet out, dude.
Yeah.
With everybody who's involved in this Epstein files, with everybody voicing their opinion about how they're refusing to do anything about the Epstein files. I feel like this comes back to my point about the revolution. I don't know where we are in American history, but I know we could be any kind of better than what we are right now. And
No, we're the bad place right now. We are the bad place. We have a huge blemish on our history right now. We have a huge blemish. When people hear United States, they think of how bad. Like, I talk to people on my live streams from other countries: Australia, Canada, Norway, Sweden, like Mexico. I talk to people from all over. We're the bad place right now, and they feel bad for us. They're very sympathetic. They know we aren't the problem. They kind of like Israel. Like, we don't hate people from Israel. It's just your leaders. It's your leaders and the things they're doing.
And then
We don't hate Israelis.
Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry, I think I'm about to cut off. But then there's Netanyahu. Is Trump pleased for Netanyahu to get a pardon? Like, what are we like, dude? I'm not trying to be funny, but this whole cabal is like, I'm just tired of it. Like we're watching this stuff. It's like when you watch kids, like when the teacher walks out of the room, and then you see the bad kids just start doing a bunch of shit they're never supposed to do. Like, and you're just sitting there wondering, like, so how far does this shit go? When does the teacher come back? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that you even want to snitch, but just like, yo, I'm just tired of the bullshit. Like, can we get back to regular I don't know, like the president running a country instead of running us away from the world stage?
And they can't name one thing he's done to help. They can come up with lies. Oh, he closed the borders or something stupid like that. But he hasn't done anything. Literally everything is worse in this country. Literally everything is worse.
How about when the good?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, how about when the job report came out? It was so
Yeah,
bad
and
they
he
just
and he
decided we're not
fired
gonna
he
do it
fired the
anymore.
girl in charge of the jobs numbers. How bad? Imagine how this is how bad you are. You fired a person. Like, would he fire a calculator too if I told him something he didn't like? Like,
Maybe.
oh, I hate you. Just proved me wrong. Okay, and no one talks about this. The fact that he got on camera and said he lowered drug prices by 1,500%.
I
The
am
mere
horrible at that.
fact that that stupid ass doesn't realize that's not even possible. But
Should
he
be
said it
paying
again a
us.
couple months later. Yeah, it's going to be, we're going to lower them by 400, 500, 600%. You can't do that. You haven't done anything. It's not even possible. And oh my God, just like he didn't know what the Declaration of Independence was. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a declaration of unity and love. And what? What do
No.
you don't know the Declaration of Independence? And he compared it to the Civil War the next time. Like, it's not the
Jesus
Civil
Christ.
War, bitch. Like, you not know anything? You're the president. You can't even spell. You don't know what NATO is. You're an idiot. Talk about sharks and boats and batteries and Hannibal Lecter. He's talking about Hannibal Lecter like he's a real person.
Facts.
He thinks Hannibal Lecter supports him, not Anthony Hopkins who played him. He thinks
No.
Hannibal Lecter, the person, the character, is real, and he supports him. Fuck!
It's like
I
I've
can
said.
go on
Are
for
you?
days, man. I can go on for days, man.
I was actually saying, man, I really enjoyed myself, boss. I realized it's been an hour. I was like, man, I wish we could do this again, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at I'm looking at. I've always said like arguing with a MAGA supporter is like hearing your friend explain why the stripper really likes them.
Yeah, I mean, she gave me like another half song for free. I mean, she's totally into me. You know, the only reason she went to the other guy because he has lots of money. You know, I understand that. Yeah, of course. They don't make
Yeah,
sense. It's not
yeah,
rational.
yeah. I'm sure when you come in here with no money, she's gonna love you the same.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. It's bro. I can't. But one thing I'd absolutely have fun, Mister Jubran. I'm hoping that we can do this again some other time.
Yeah, let's
But
do it
I
again,
don't
man.
know. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. We're gonna get it set
Hmm.
up. But I do want to give you opportunity, to, man, to tell everybody, where they can follow you, man, and where they can definitely support, because we're big on that here. And man, you've been amazing. Could you do that for us for a second?
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. And thanks for having me too. I
Yes,
like the way
sir.
you run everything. I like the way you run it. This hour went by really quick. Okay, my name is Bill Jubran, guys. 15-year stand-up comedian. I've been very vocal on social media, especially the last 6 months or so. You can find me, Bill Jubran, on all the social medias: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever else. Um, and also, I'm starting to get out there more now. I've taken the last 5 months off, and I've only done recent, like shows recently, as far as uh, private gigs and some local stuff, nothing big. But now I'm getting out there, filling up the calendar, and you will see flyers of where I'm performing. I just got booked to do a show with Cliff Cash in San
Okay.
Diego. If you guys know Cliff Cash, he's
Yes, sir.
amazing. And I have working on a lot of things. I'm filling up the calendar, but until I have things in stone, you'll see flyers. You guys see flyers, and I appreciate your support.
Hey man, you definitely got it, Mr. Bill. I'm serious, man. I'm gonna. We've got that chat. If you're cool, let me know what day we can do this again, man. And I had a breeze. I looked up here and I looked up here. I said it's 58 minutes. That's crazy. Where'd all the time go? But again, thank you so much for coming through. And let's set something up soon.
Let's do it, man. I had fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you again for coming through, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening.
Okay,
Take care.
you as well. Take care, my friend. And tell Laura I said good night.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that does it for our special time here with Mr. Bill Jubran. Make sure that you follow him on all platforms, so that you guys can follow him. If we get a hold of his flyer, I'm going to make sure to share it as well, so that you guys can go and share like we do. Appreciate everybody who was active in the comments. And like I said, once we're able to get them back on, we're definitely going to do that. This hour went by fast. It's this I can't believe it. I'm gonna go catch that time before it escapes us. Like apparently the perpetrators of this Epstein files. So, like we always say, guys, don't wait on the world to change when you could be the one to change the world. I have been Mr. No Offense. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and we'll catch you again here on the No Offense Network and the No Offense Podcast. Peace.